Hey everybody, it's Miranda Sullivan in Nashville, Tennessee. I am a manifesting mentor and a Utaptics practitioner, which means that I help people rewire and program the mind for success. So, I wanted to talk today about, and I'm going to ask you to go ahead and like, subscribe, and follow and share. I would absolutely love this because there's so many people out there that need and want this work. So pass it on. So let's talk about what it is that can be stopping us from moving forward into what it is that we desire. The mind will only give us what it has. 95% of what it is that we experience is because of what we hold within the mind. And I didn't understand that the way that I have in the last 5 years since I started training and learning how to work with the subconscious mind, because we've been programmed ever since we were children, even in the womb, how to think, how to feel, how to behave. And of course, then we've been through emotional experiences like trauma or other things that we've experienced in our lives. And that creates these eyeglasses of how we see the world. And a lot of times it's very dimmed. It's not true to who we are and who our authentic selves can be, see, and create, which is living up to our potential and, to me, our Christ selves. So, first of all, be patient with yourself. That's why your parents did everything and everybody around you and everybody around you now. They can only do what's in their minds. They can only create from what's in their minds. And everybody's been doing it the best that they could, and then everybody on the outside of us is a reflection of us. Because if there's anything bothering us, there's something that we hold within us that needs to be shifted and changed, because if you weren't in alignment with it, it wouldn't bother you and you wouldn't attract it, right? Okay? So keep focusing on what it is that you do want, and you will be able to break free. It's about consistency and persistency. That is the number one thing, and that is always why people don't end up completing and getting into what it is that they do want, is because they give up. You do got to let go, but don't give up. So I heard this from a mentor just in the last 24 hours, and I absolutely love the way that she put this, and she heard it from somebody else. All of us have the ability to fly a plane, right? When we think about it, we see that possibility. All of us have the ability to fly a plane. Do we know how to do it? No, maybe not necessarily. Lots of people do, but we don't, right? So Neville Goddard, besides this mentor that came into my life, totally changed my life. And it's because many, many, many years ago, he was teaching about living in the wish fulfilled. And living in the wish fulfilled is knowing that we have that potential, right? And when you know and you live in that state of being, of knowing that you have that potential, the universe and God will fill it in. It will fill in the blanks. Just like this class that I'm getting ready to teach on financial freedom, it has been a passion of mine because of my own experience of living in lack, because of releasing a lot of trauma, changing a lot of those things that I've needed to come to peace with. I'm more able to be with me. I don't have such a distracted mind because of everything that I was holding. I'm able to focus more on what it is that I want instead of what I don't want. I'm not seeking so many things from the outside world. I go within and I create from within. Okay? So I wanted to help myself and my clients. Next thing I know, this book couple of times, comes in front of me, The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, and I'm getting ready to do a workshop on it about creating financial freedom because it starts March 19th, just FYI, in case you want to sign up. But it's because what you focus on expands. So we have been programmed since we were little. And that's what we keep creating from. Even though it may not be stuff that we like, it is always working out for what it is that we hold and what we believe. And if you're creating a bunch of junk, it's because that's what you hold and that's what you believe and that's what you're creating, right? So the good news is that you get to change it. The mind is very, very malleable. It's very changeable. The training that I have been through is absolutely incredible. It's got all kinds of interesting stuff between hypnosis, because all our past experience are hypnotic states, right? And we learn how to break those and just crack them up and defrack them and just really dissipate them. All the emotions, everything that's held there. We use NLP to change it to, dancing elephants. I mean, the mind is very valuable. It's very changeable. So the universe and God, whatever however you identify that, will fill it in. When you focused on that wish fulfilled, on those things that you want, and knowing that it's already there because you're being called to it. It's because your higher self knows that you're capable of it. And I truly believe that that's why we have suicidal thought. That's why we have depression. That's why we have a lot of that stuff, because there is this essence of who we can be calling us, but there's all this stuff that we're holding, and all that stuff that we're holding will cause all of that too. But I think it's even more than that. It's that we're being called to something greater, but all this stuff that we're holding is keeping us from living our potential, and we have to make the decision to let go of it all and come to peace with it and be able to play with it and know that everybody was doing the best that they can and create something like a butterfly instead, something that feels good. So getting triggered, the universe will trigger you, and it's a blessing. I have a client that I love. He has grown so much because he was very severely beaten as a kid, and he just decided, I'm going to have the life that I want to have. And he invites into, every time he gets triggered, to go within and find out what pain needs to be transcribed and come to peace with. And he does it. He absolutely does it all the time. So, in essence, what keeps us moving forward is what we hold in the mind: the memories, the experiences, the negative ones, and the beliefs. This all dictates how we act, how we behave, and what we choose, even when we're over there eating Cheetos. For instance, in the class last night, if you're not confident in yourself, you don't make decisions quickly, and you may not even keep promises to yourself. And that's all because of what you hold within, right? Because every one of us came into this world all deserving, all loving, all worthy, but it's all our experiences that we've had that has told us differently. So when you go in and you come to peace with those experiences and you change them to who you've always been, that you know in your heart somewhere who you've been, who you are, and catch it up to where it is that you want to go and who you know to be, then you come into alignment with all kinds of things in your life, and you can just bring it in, you manifest it, right? And that's why rich people are rich financially, and they could be in otherwise, because they have belief in themselves, and they have confidence in themselves and them making decisions. That's why they make quick decisions, because honestly, when an opportunity comes into your life and you're like, oh, yes, that's for me, and you don't jump on it right away because you don't know this information, because in the first few seconds, that's your guidance. Yes, 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 that's for me. Jump in, do it. You're going to get benefits from it no matter what it is. Make a commitment to yourself. You're all in. You know how to deal with it. You know that you're going to get benefits from it. Whatever it is, you're going to learn, you're going to grow, right? But if we wait a few seconds and let that analytical mind start talking ourselves out of it, well, this happened, that happened, I don't know if this can work. That's how we keep ourselves from moving forward, right? And then we have these belief systems about the world, and it's all about our belief systems. Because like I said, if stuff that you have been attracting into your world has not been good, or maybe you have lots of good, some bad, however it shows up, or lots of bad, it's all because of what you're holding inside and the feelings that you're emitting into the universe. And it can all be changed. It can all be changed. And I've been doing this work on myself for the last 5 years, and I've been working with clients for about 3. And it just works if you keep consistency and persistency. So what can you do to change it? Basically what I've been saying. You can do the work on your own. I have groups. I have sessions. I have like one-on-one sessions. I have workshops that you can take advantage of at all kinds of different levels. So it's available to anyone. And when your subconscious tells you, well, I can't do that, don't buy into it. It just wants to keep you where you're at. It keeps you from allowing yourself to move forward because it wants to stay where it's at. It doesn't want you to change it. It wants you to keep all that stuff. It wants you to stay where you're at. But if you want to move forward, step into something, commit to it, and do it. And don't alleviate from it. Stay in it and keep doing it until you get to create what it is that you want to create. So changing the subconscious is the key. It's the absolute key. So if you're interested in that workshop, put workshop in the comments. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments. And then I want you to, this is something that I just went through some healing myself, and I'm doing more for myself to keep those commitments to myself. If you're committing to this, put 111 in the comments to lock that in and make that declaration to yourself that you're going to do this. You're going to find whatever it is that works for you to change your subconscious mind, whether it be with me, with somebody else, whatever it is. Commit to it and do it for you because you are the only one that can change your world. So I hope you got a lot from this video. Like I said, pass it on. Like, follow, and subscribe, and we'll talk to you later.